minutes late. All right, my big Bill. All right, perfection. We got perfection in the house, big Bill. How's everyone doing, my babies? All right, you know what? Let's do it like this. All right, this is better. All right, my babies, who's in the house? Thanks for waiting, my babies. This is, it's not really a last minute live, but it's kind of like a little pop-up live. Let me just make sure everything's on. I'm going to turn on some music. All right. How you doing, babies? Let me know in the chat. Hey, Carla, my darling, my angel. Hey, baby. Thanks for the blue hearts. I'm just turning on some music. We can't listen to Prince because of copyright, but we're just going to listen to some of the music. Some new age tunes. Fabulous one. Hello. Hello, my baby. See you soon as well. Oh, Rebecca, hi. You made it. Oh, yeah. What time is it? It's like 8 p.m. for you, isn't it? All right, I'm getting undressed. It's getting hot. All right, babies. Mommy's had a busy day. Why is every day so busy for me? It's like I live in the night and I live in the day. I don't know when I sleep. I mean, I know when I sleep, but it's kind of like in between. All right, babies. Listen to some inspirational new age music. Hi, my babies. Thanks for coming, everybody. So today, I thought it was important to do a live today because I was going to do a couple of lives, a couple more this week, but I didn't get a chance to because I had other things I needed to do. But I thought we'd do a live today because today is the anniversary of Prince's passing, and as you know, we do a lot of work with the spirits of the dead on this channel, and Prince is a lucky star for me, specifically. Same as Gemini, the Gemini. So every year that this date comes around, I try and honor Prince in some way because this date is also important for me in my life. The 21st of April means a lot to me. So it's a kind of, it's one of those synchronicity things. All right, babies. So there you go. 21st of April. Happy Mercury retrograde as well. I definitely started it like with a bang today. All right, babies. I'm just gonna wait for everyone to get in. Maybe we'll have a few more people joining us in the beginning. Let me get my vape. This mommy vapes now full time. Oh, the bad habit. Tell me in the chat, babies. Do you love Prince? How many Prince fans in the chat today? We might do like a little Prince energy, although with celebrity energies like that, you just, you kind of never know. And Prince himself he was a Jehovah's Witness, so, I don't know how he'd feel about us calling upon him today. But yeah, I remember, do you remember where you were when you found out about Prince's death? Because I remember exactly where I was, and I remember growing up as a kid, like, the Prince I remember is like the 90s Prince, so it's like most beautiful girl in the world phase kind of thing, and like after Emancipation album, that kind of thing, like that's what I grew up on. And I remember watching that on MTV. I remember watching the most beautiful girl in the world video, and it was just like Prince set the standard for how I expect to be treated by men. So yeah, still single, but Bill. Oh, your sister loves them, Carla. That's awesome. Yeah, there's just something about Prince, He taught me everything I needed to know about boys, which is like always untrue when I was a kid. you know, unrealistic expectations. I just like expected every man to like speak to a woman like Prince used to in the songs, kind of thing. Fabulous, you love. Yeah, he's a Gemini, Viveo. That's why. He was also, I think, his ascendant was in Scorpio, so hence, you know, the magnetism and the scrumptiousness as well, like so scrumptious and magnetic. The eyes, you know, he's got that Scorpio eye thing going on. So there you go. But yeah, this is like specifically an energy that's really important to me. And important to some of the work that I do. You know, whatever Prince embodies for people. All right, let me just double check that I got the description correct. So today we're going to be doing, as always, I'm going to be taking PayPal questions. If you've got PayPal questions for me in the second half. First, we're going to be just like, you know, I'm going to celebrate Prince a little bit. We're going to do some New Age gossip as well. I'm going to talk about spirituality, also in the context of, maybe in the context of like Prince as well and stuff like that, or, you know, celebrities. And then I'll do like a general read. Can't promise, but I'm thinking we might connect. We can try and connect to the to Prince's energy using necromancy tonight. And then, yeah, and then we'll be doing PayPal questions if you got any questions for me or for Prince if he comes through. And yeah, we're just going to gossip about people and my love life. Clifford's here. Clifford, the big red dog. My favorite dog. Oh, you just thought of me? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Yeah, I announced it in the videos yesterday. I didn't really advertise it. I just thought I'd just jump on and celebrate Prince and kind of make it like personal. We're going to do another one tomorrow night, same time. I mean, it's nighttime for me, but for some of you it's like noon time or like afternoon. Probably around, but it's going to be the same time, so like midnight Pacific time. All right, let me just make sure everything's okay. Zoosh, love the name. Hi, baby. All right, we got people in the room. Okay, let's see. All right, the description is legit. Let me just add something here real quick. So yeah, babies, this is my whole thing today. I had like I got really triggered today when the Mercury retrograde started. Like I had like major trigger. Not even gonna get into it because I'm gonna get myself into trouble. But I had like a communication trigger with, you know, a Pringle. You know, like when sometimes someone uses a phrase that's like specifically like, no thank you. And it's like, maybe the intention wasn't bad, but it's like, so I got triggered. I also get triggered. Allow the triggers to carry you to where you need to go. Okay, let's see what this thing. And yeah, then we'll honor Prince. Our show Prince. All right, babies. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I got my eyebrows done today. This is what I did. I got my eyebrows done. I was supposed to go see a friend of mine as well, but then but just like my schedule changed. Like my schedule changes so fast sometimes. You know how it is. So all the productive things I was supposed to do, I didn't really do, but I was like super busy. You know, it's like one of those days. Also, babies, like and subscribe, all right? Like and subscribe. So I was supposed to do like a bunch of stuff, and I was so busy all day, and I didn't do any of the things I was supposed to do, but I did like other things I wasn't expecting to. It's like Mercury retrograde started with a bang. Like in the beginning, the day was not like everything was going well, and then like everything just went so bad. Aw, thank you, Marcella. Also, what a beautiful name. Oh, good to hear. Good to hear it's helpful to you, baby. All right, babies. So we're gonna honor Prince today. Mommy got herself a little douche food champagne bottle. I'm gonna honor Prince today. I'm gonna give some of it to to the dead and to Prince. It's not champagne. It's prosecco. It's like so we're gonna honor Prince today and all the women he made feel so special. His service to the goddess and all the scrumptiousness. Oh my gosh, babies, I swear. All right, so I'm dedicating this live to Prince, and this is my tribute to Prince and all the amazing work he has done to make women feel special. And I'm also celebrating you, my babies, for all the views, all the scrumptiousness, all the good things that you've given me. And yeah, your fabulous energy, babies. Here's to Prince and to all the Geminis in the world, baby. Chin chin. I love the little, okay, I'm such a child. I love the little bottles. Cheers, Marilyn, yeah. So, babies, here's the thing, like, and this is no judgment. Everyone has their own, like, thing. I never, like, I don't really, when I do tarot, I can't, like drink anything or even take, like, antihistamines or anything like that because it's just, like, not, like, I don't have the capacity for that, but today we're gonna like honor Prince in a symbolic way, and let's hope we don't get drunk. No, I'm not kidding. Okay, anyway, YouTube, shh, don't tell YouTube. All right, but business. But we should do one. We should do like drunken love tarot or like erotica tarot. You know what I mean? Manuel, hi, my baby. Happy Friday. We're honoring Prince today. You're just on time. You're just on time, my babies. All my babies are here. Babies, you have no idea just how happy you make me feel. Like, you have no clue. It's been a rough ride this April, but I feel like the eclipse energy is really like clearing stuff out as well for a lot of people. I noticed a lot of people have been going through like health issues, like not just me, but and not just like other tarot readers, just like people I follow or people I know like in my real life or like other YouTubers. I like a lot of people are like actually been in hospital this month. So I don't know, maybe it's that Aries energy clearing things up and stuff. Of course, my Joelle. You love Prince, of course, because Prince loves you. Yeah, so this is like a funny story. I'm not going to get into all the details because it's very personal to me. And I can't talk about pretty much everything, but like there's some things I like to like just keep to myself because I'm a Scorpio. But Prince is really important to me in a spiritual sense. And he really is like a little guardian angel of the channel and of everything. And because he's a Gemini and all those little things in the Scorpio rising. So it's funny how these energies, come to inspire us. And yeah, legit. Prince is like, literally, I grew up like thinking that all men were like Prince. Thanks, MTV. 90s MTV. Sherry, I know you love Prince, baby. This is all, Prince energy. We're gonna try and tap into that energy a little bit, but I don't want to make it about like a show about like speaking to like Prince's dead spirit and stuff like that, because I don't want to make it about that, and he may not be available or whatever. But we'll see. Maybe there's like some messages around it. I did a necromancy reading like a while ago with like Freddie Mercury, and I feel like that energy came through really well. Sherry, yeah, he's the only man you consider, of course. He's larger than life. Yeah, it's interesting. Boo-boos, tell me in the comment, like, tell me in the chat, in the comments, tell me in the chat, like, who is your, like, ideal boo-boo, like, growing, like, who is, like, your celebrity crush, you know? Mine was, like, Prince, Alan Rickman, and, like, pretty much, like, every baddie, every nefarious man with magnetic eyes and dark hair. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's do some opening energies, babies. The information regarding PayPal is in the description box below. If you have a question for me, you would like me to answer it, I am taking PayPal questions. It's $13 a question, unless you have a question for the spirits of the dead, in which case it is $33. All the information is down below. If possible, include your name and question in the PayPal, but it's not a big deal if you don't do that, because I will get to you in the live. Just make sure you stay in the live, baby. All right, babies. Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, I get it about him, but like I don't like he's so not my type. He's like the opposite of my type. I like that kind of nefarious, like, monkish, darkness. I like the psychopath look. I don't know. He's like too much of a nice guy for me. But I like a nice guy inside, but like I like him to look a little bit like he might be a serial killer. But like in a very studious and kind of like, spiritual way. Apollonia, Emmanuel. I totally get it. I totally get that. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds, like I know like loads of people like him. And I get why. And I think he's like, isn't he like a nice person in his private life? Yeah, Jason Momoa, Carla. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think everyone's with you on that one. You know what I'm like? Alan Rickman is like he played Snape in the Harry Potter movies. Also died same year Prince died. Yeah, he was my like. He's always been my ultimate. Like Alan Rickman is just like perfection. Everything about him. He's like that combination of like dreamy and spiritual. Like his like archetype is like dreamy and spiritual, but kind of looks like he might kill you with his mind. Okay. So let's see what energies are coming through. We're also on the tail end of the eclipse season of the eclipse. So a lot of things are clearing up for people. I was feeling it so heavy yesterday. Today's a little bit more like, I feel like it's all like a lot of things are kind of seeping out. Yeah, I couldn't either, Manuel. Because it was just so like he'd always been around, like he was just such a part of like, it was just like something you didn't question. It was just so scrumptious. So scrumptious. Okay, so let's see what energies are coming through from my boo-boos. We're going to do a collective vibe check. What's coming through with the astrology? Please show me, angels, what is coming through in terms of love. So the thing to pay attention to, interestingly in love, this is why I love tarot and why tarot never lies. Okay, tarot sometimes lies, but it lies in ways that are supposed to help us. 8 of Wands. So I asked the tarot to tell me for our collective astrologically, and currently there's 11 people in the chat. So I think this is gonna be kind of personal for everyone who's in the chat today, and maybe for watching later too. 8 of Wands. So what's significant about the astrology for people right now is the Mercury retrograde we're going into. So make sure that those people that you love, that you care about, that you tell them that you love and care about them. Make sure that this Mercury retrograde season doesn't get between you and the things that you want. Also in terms of career, not just in love, but love specifically. Make sure that you don't get provoked by people, douche flutes. All right, don't make sure you don't sink the ship just because of one douche flute. Get rid of the douche flute. Make them walk the plank. But Mercury retrograde is significant today because it's just starting, and it's significant for us today in the chat. And I was just saying, I had almost like a meltdown with communication today with all kinds of things, and I literally effed someone over who's a really good friend because I got delayed with things, and I just I made them wait, and then I couldn't make it, And then also someone like triggered me. It was just like this like spinning wheel. Yeah, purple rain. So babies, Mercury retrograde is important. This is all about communication. Make sure you say I love you to those people who you love. Make sure that you're kind and understanding, and make sure that also you don't take any trash. So there's a douche flute on your ship. All right, if you're running a ship of pirates, all right, you got treasure to steal. Make sure no one's getting in your way. All right, make sure that there's no negative energies on your ship. If there's negative energies, get rid of it. Delete from database. Ace of Wands, what is the blockage right now for us? But also, this is about putting yourself out there. I always say this. I'm like a broken record, but it's true. Put yourself out there, Bill, and receive messages of love. Receive love when it comes to you. Make the journey. Give yourself, take the risk, take the plunge. This is about taking the risk, and accepting that sometimes, love is a tricky thing. Sometimes love will suck you in, and it's dangerous, dark waters, unexplored waters. Rebecca is still in hermit mode, but this one's for you too, Rebecca, because that's what we're talking about. Because you deserve that. You deserve to give yourself this chance. It's also about just like receiving it. So when people give it to you, receive it. Even if there's someone like, let's say someone has a crush on you and you're not into them, receive the love. Accept the love. Accept somebody loves you or, adores you, worships you from afar. This is all about taking all of those things and taking the plunge. Also, Mercury retrograde, I know this is like, I don't want to say it, but you know what it means, is the return, the return of the ghost, the return of the, any unresolved issues you have with the biz. If you don't want somebody returning back into your life right now, if you don't want to see an ex coming back into your life, this may be a good time to try and like resolve issues on the astral plane, or resolve issues you have in relationships with specific people you don't want to hear from again. Resolve those issues internally with your inner child. Ace of Wands, what is the blockage? Action. Take action. It's time to take action. Aries energy. Action is healing. It's something about taking action, taking a step forward that's going to heal you. Also a new beginning. This could be a new beginning because you're letting go of someone, letting go of something, or this could be taking action on actually healing a relationship, or something from the past. But it's about action. Taking the world is your oyster. Take the bull by the horns. All the mixed metaphors on this channel. We need new Blue Angel metaphors for this kind of stuff. Take the bull by the horns. Go do it, Bethel. Aries, you know how Aries is. Aries just goes. I always say this. I don't know. She's probably not watching. She doesn't care. But I have a friend who I share one brain cell with between the two of us. And we've known each other since childhood, basically since school. We learned to read and write together. And neither of us know how to still. But I read, she writes. No, I'm just kidding. We can't read or write at all. But we've been together since childhood. And she's an Aries. And I'm a Scorpio, which is like, very significant because we share a planet. We're both in the Tower card in the tarot, and we're so different, but we're so alike, like we just like, we're like two gangsters together. Oh, Sherry, you're interested in, that's a great match for you. That is a great match. Yeah. I'm just reading all your comments, babies. Yeah, Manuel, he did write Nothing Compares to You. One of the most beautiful songs ever written. Sinead O'Connor is such an angel. Yeah. So yeah, babies, I got this, Aries friend, and we're like so different and so like, but I know her, like we're so different because like I'm a Scorpio, right? And also Virgo moon. So, and Scorpio rising. So I have no other energies in my main three. So basically, I'm like the evil villain that's like hiding out in a cave, like somewhere on top of a mountain, and I'm just like, I orchestrate things in the darkness, weave my web of whatever. And she just goes, like she just goes and does it. Like I plan and, ruminate, and I like go over things, scenarios, like I got my master plan, like I do that, but she just goes, like, she's like, she has a thought and she does it. And I'm like, yeah, but like, it doesn't compute. Like, I need to think of scenarios, and I need to think of a scheme and Machiavelli. And she just goes and does it. So together, we're actually a very successful operation, but separately, no, I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean? So Aries is all about that. It's like, well, I have a thought, I have a feeling, and I act on it. And that's very healing and very necessary. Especially in this day and age, particularly when it comes to love and passion. And it's love of people and love of things, love of yourself. Act on the things that you love. Act on the things that activate you. Act on the things that make you feel special. It's kind of like, you know, I wanted to come to Cyprus, and I just moved to Cyprus because I felt like it was calling me, and it's out of my love for the goddess, out of my love for women, the women of the world, and you know, any men, anyone in between, particularly the divine feminine. My love for humanity. Me coming to Cyprus was an act of love, but it was a difficult thing. You know, it was a challenging thing to enact. But I had a thought, I had a feeling, I had a dream, and then I went and did it. And that can be scary sometimes, but highly recommended. Same thing with people. If there's someone if you love someone, tell them, baby. Maybe it's your mama. I don't know, but go tell them. And don't overthink it. This is about, you know, I feel like today's energy is about, don't overthink it, just give into the love. You know, the sea here is about, like, you know, the sea of love is about, it's just taking it in, taking in the abundance. Allow the water to wash away any reservations you have when it comes to enacting things. And even if you, let's say you go and ask somebody out, right, because it's like taking action when it comes to love, they say no, okay, that's great, let the water flow through, heal you, and that's fine, that's it, that's done, instead of then regretting it, thinking about it, you know, over analyzing. It's better to just take the action, and there's something healing to it. So you know, and I feel that too. I'm going to take that message for myself, because I often don't take action. I'm like, I pickle things. Like, this is me and my Aries friend talk about that. Like, I pickle things. Like, I just keep things in, and I do, you know, I retreat rather than just like address issues like straight up. I just like retreat until it explodes. Like, you know, the pickle, like I put it and I make it into a little pickle juice in the jar, and then it just explodes one day, you know. Aw, thank you, Sherry. You're my favorite scrumptious little bibbo. Sherry's a friend of everyone's a friend of the channel today. Like, hi, Alicia, by the way, you're Aries Venus. Awesome, that's a great Venus to have. I've never dated someone, I don't think I've ever dated someone with Aries, with their Venus in Aries, but I'd love to. I feel like I'd get along with them. My Venus is in Capricorn, so, you know, the horned ones. I like all the horned ones. All the horned ones are good. So yeah, you know, like it's just very healing, especially if you've got Scorpio energy in you. If you got, you know, if you're someone who, or like me, like you got Virgo moon, or if Virgo anywhere, you're a psychopath like me. You know, sometimes it's healing to just take the action. It's okay, like, you know, to be vulnerable in that way, and or to tell someone, you know, or to message someone and say, hey, you know, the thing you did like bothered me, like F you, because it's something I don't really, I used to do that, but then it started feeling too vulnerable, and then I kind of started retreating into myself a little bit with people. Sometimes when I get super triggered, it all comes out, and then too much comes out, you know. So it's about finding a balance, understanding that action is healing. It's better to act than not to. If there's something pressing, you know, if there's something driving you, something you want to do, just do it, baby. Oh, Aries and K2. Okay. Awesome, Rebecca. My Vedic astrology babos. I'm like a Leo moon in Vedic astrology, and it explains everything. Then you got the Page of Cups and the Hermit. So this is what's coming in. Someone you haven't heard from in a while is going to reach out in this Mercury retrograde. Like, no jokes, no surprise. Like, you cannot make this stuff up, right? Someone who's been silent for a while, the Hermit. This is a while. Someone who's been silent for a while, they're going to reach out. Or maybe, you know, however this resonates for you. Maybe you deleted somebody from the database, or you ghosted somebody, and you feel like you should reach out to them. Maybe there's unfinished business, or maybe there's someone you just stopped talking to because they, you know, peed you off, and you're like, you know, maybe it's not about like necessarily, it's not saying get back together with your ex, but if there's someone you stopped talking to, or you maybe, you know, deleted them from the database, but you didn't tell them why, it's not that you owe them an explanation, but there's something for you that might be healing. Might be time to like heal yourself through telling the douche flute exactly why they got deleted from the database. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, well, this is, yeah, it's all about, Sherry saying that I make her laugh when I make fun of douche flutes. Yeah, well, it's all about the heartbreak. You know, mommy's like, you know, I'm out here in the fields. I'm doing the work of the goddess. Because I cannot tell you. I think the worst thing about love is when your love manifestations actually start working. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You do have new love coming in as well. So this is for the collective. There's always a choice, right? There's always new love. There's always new opportunities. But there is somebody coming in that's new. The Knight of Wands. You know, Knight, Princess, anyone in between. It's, you know, it's a scrumptious energy, very sexual. As always on this channel, there's like never like, I don't think we've ever had a non-sexual reading. It's very sexual, very sexy, very like someone's gonna be like, you know, like all over you, baby. And then there's someone who's been so silent and so distant for a while who's coming in. For some of you, you haven't heard from this person in a month. For some of you, it will be quite a few months. 8 months. A year, you know, a month to a year. Someone who's quite selfish, you know, they were selfish in the past, and you were trying to see the good in them, but it's just like there wasn't any, and they're going to try and reach out. And there's a new person who's like, I'm not saying it can't turn into something more stable, but it's just looking very sexual to me. All right, here's another drink to Prince. Who wants to do like, should we do one night where we get like drunk or high and we like do like high tarot or something? High tea, high tarot. Rebecca, yeah, I'm sure you're, well, you know what, Rebecca, I think that's always on his mind though. I think that's always the point. You know, but that's that, you know, always thinking about it. Always thinking about it. Always thinking about you. Yeah, I get it, Bibbies. I get it, Carla. We're down for it, babies. I feel like we should, like, yeah, I feel like it's time to do, I don't know. I feel like I need to start doing new content because it's just like the way the algorithm is. I feel like I need an innovation for the channel, but I want to stick to the love theme. But maybe we'll start doing like slightly different things as well. Alicia, you're high right now. Oh my god. This is like Bibbies, I love you so much. Like you don't even, I like the best audience. This is how it should be, right? For Love Tarot. I'm high right now. Never come to Love Tarot without being high. All right, babies. So what should we do? Should we, oh, by the way, if you just joined the chat, I'm taking PayPal questions today. If you got questions for me, it's $13 a question. All the information is in the description box below. PayPal, the PayPal link is there too. If possible, include your name and question in the PayPal. Do you want to see if we can connect to Prince's energy? Let's see. I think I'm feeling it more now. Let's see. I'll be taking necromancy questions today as well. If you have a question for a spirit on the other side, be it a family member, a loved one, or a celebrity, or a general question for the spirits of the dead in general, these are $33 per question, also PayPal questions for that. And if you want to tip me, you can do that via super chat if you don't have PayPal. The music's not playing so well. All right. Let's see if we can connect to something from Prince. There's something Prince wants to tell us. Oh, he does. Look at this. It's interesting because it's Mercury retrograde, Mercury, Gemini, 8 of Wands. That was the first card we got in the general reading. So I do feel like Prince is connecting. There's something about the energy of the spirit of Prince, or different levels of the spirit that's coming through. The Eight of Wands. So, and first card we got today, it was the card about Mercury retrograde, and it's also the card of love. The card that communicates love. That's all that Prince ever did in his songs. It was all about love. It was all about praising the object of love, understanding how the love dynamic works. So I think he's saying love you, boo-boos. Sending us a message of love. At the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups, so more love. It's all about love. He knew. But Bill, I say, I always say that to especially douche flutes, but douche flutes. It's not like there's loads of douche flutes right now, but back in the day, I always say that to the people that I go out with or whatever, that I meet, love is my, because I always say, what do you do, right? So I tell them I do love tarot and love is my business. Like Sherlock Holmes used to say, it's my business to know things or whatever, to know is my business. So I always say love is my business. And that was Prince's business. Love was his business. And that's how he's coming through today. So I do feel like we're connecting to his energy. Thank you, Prince, and thank you for being an angel for the channel. He really has been my angel. Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. And it's interesting because I think Prince really liked doves, and there's a dove in the card. So, and again, the divine feminine, they're Mary, the symbology of that here in the chalice. So there's the service in honor of the divine feminine coming through. Jay, hi, another Gemini. Hi, Arizona. All right, everyone's high. Good. Thank you, Prince. So Prince is, I think he's just coming through, encouraging us to, again, messages of love, just and it's communicating love can come in different ways. It's about saying I love you to the person that you care about. It's about saying I love you to the universe, or even spreading the message of love and an understanding of love to the public. So there's a service. There's a service being rendered here in terms of serving the goddess of love as well. Putting a sacrifice at on the table in the temple of Aphrodite, baby. All right. Which is what Prince did, even in his service, when he, I have so many memories as a kid, understanding love through Prince's eyes, and that's a service that he did to me, in many ways, how he communicated his gaze, and nobody's perfect and all this. I'm not here to be justify everything that him or his generation ever did, but there's there's a take on the male gaze that Prince provides that's so different to a lot of the things that women deal with on the regular. So my perspective on dating too, and the things that I teach, and the things that I encourage people to do and try in their love life, is to some extent definitely influenced and informed by Prince. So this is the message about communicating the right things about love. All right, Rebecca, you got a question? Okay, awesome. Save it for when you're ready. Let's see if Prince has anything else to say. Aww. Well, this is very profound. So this is very Gemini energy. The Seven of Swords came through. So I feel like he's saying, he's taking a little break from death, literally death right next to it. Taking a little break from death. He cheated death in some way. And I think he's telling us all that we can all cheat death in some way. Death obviously being symbolic, the idea that death is the end and all this. So he's saying you're all going to cheat death. You're all going to rise. It's, all the things that modern society tells us that, death is the end and all this, that's not true. And I think he knew that. Oh, Carla, awesome. Hit me up with Bill. You know, Prince is deeply spiritual, but he's like saying that. And also he's saying, you know, live your life by cheating the system. You know, we will all cheat death, but this is about cheating life too. Cheating love. It's the game of love, which is like, you know, Gemini is the game. Gemini is the game, invented the game, stopped the game, started the game. So it's that Gemini playfulness saying like, you know, you can do whatever you want, really. You can play whatever game. If life is playing a game with you, play it back. You're stronger than you think. So this is for all of you Pipis. You're stronger than you think, particularly if there's someone like effing with you in your love life, someone's trying to play games with you. He's saying, play it back. Play it back. The number 7, also that's a very sacred number, and I think also Prince like comes up in his work, like the number 7. This is a sacred number. It's also one of my sacred numbers. The number 7 is important. This is your lucky number. Your lucky number in April, or you're just a lucky number that's come through. It's an angel number 7 or 777. You're 7777. Death is not the end. And also Scorpio, it's very interesting how these energies come through. Thank you, Prince. So, you know, 7, it's the game of the Gemini, death is Scorpio. And then you got the 5 of Wands. So there's inner conflict coming through for the collective. If you're dealing with inner conflict, make sure that the people who are with you are fighting the dragon, like they're fighting beside you to tame the dragon and not fighting you while you're trying to fight the dragon. Whoever is around you, make sure that they're worthy. If there's any doubts, delete from database. There could be some deception around you right now as well when it comes to love. Make sure that you don't trust everyone 100%. And it's not to say like your baby's cheating on you, but there's something here about a warning. And this is like, you know, and this is something that like a lot of, you know, people, when you're as big as Prince, like, you know, celebrities, they have to really care about that because anyone in their inner circle is, you know, could be treacherous. Something here about that, like the spirit of Prince understanding this, or understanding these lessons about being careful who you trust. Is someone on your side 100%? Also, this could be a red flag. So if you're talking to a bimbo, himbo, anyone between you met on Tinder on a Tuesday, make sure the bimbo, himbo, anyone between, make sure that they're, you know, playing on your team, but really playing on your team, that you can trust them. And also, you know, this is about what kind of love do you want? Do you want someone to love for the rest, you know, of eternity, of this lifetime, many lifetimes ahead? Do you want someone who's ready to die for you? Do you want someone who's ready to do that? Or do you want someone who's just like, you know, on your team? You know, whatever your intentions are when it comes to love, follow those. Just follow your intentions when it comes to love. Eliminate based on that. And don't be scared to do it, because you're playing the game of love. And life's too short to, you know, find out halfway through that the person that you trusted with your life is actually playing on the dragon's side instead of your side. In 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, it is better to be by yourself than to be in a situation that's not serving you. Better to be by yourself and trust yourself, not forever, but you know, for a while. It's better to take time to yourself and love yourself than to trust someone who will betray you. Better to wait out that cycle and wait for the next good person. Oh, hi, Michael. I got to see you too. See you live. So, Bibis update, if you just joined the live today, everyone's high. We're celebrating Princess, the anniversary of Prince's death. We're doing some collective readings. I'm just doing a reading of the energy coming through from Prince, and I will be taking some PayPal questions in the second half of the live. And also doing New Age gossip. We're going to be gossiping about things and stuff like that. Hi, Chris, baby. How you doing, Chris? All right, babies. So that's what's coming through. You know, sometimes it's better to just make sure that you're in good company. When you're by yourself, you're in good company. You know, it's the only way you can guarantee intelligent conversation. Are you not so good, Chris? Why? Let me know. Sending love. Jay, this is awesome. You're awesome. This is always my thing, you know. Oh, Mercury retrograde. I was just doing the collective where this came through. Yeah, people coming through from the past. Evil twin. I'm sorry, Chris. It's okay. It's just Mercury retrograde energy. Work through it. Don't let anyone mess with your mind, you know? Chris, if I'm taking PayPal questions today, if you want to ask me a question, if you want to hit me up for private reading, just email me the bill. I think my email is in the description box below. If not, I'll put it in the chat. So yeah, thank you, Prince. Let's see what else is coming through. But this is important. This is something about like, and you know, this is a collective message, but there's something for everyone here about like, you know, trusting. It's either about like, you know, you're dating and you're like trying to vet people based on certain characteristics. So the advice is like, you know, that's the characteristic you need to be focusing on. You know, when the dragon comes out of the den, you know, is this person gonna like run away, leave you to it? Are they gonna stab you in the back? Are they gonna, you know, are they gonna die for you? And how important that is for you in your life. Or it's about, you know, the person that you're with or the person that you are in love with that you want to reunite with. You know, is that person going to, you know, are they going to be on your side? Are they going to fight with you? Is this like a sister, brother, anyone between in arms apart from just your lover? You know, someone who, is it someone who takes or is it someone who also protects? Because I expect, being a Scorpio, I expect that from, you know, my friends too. You know, I expect us to be fellows in arms as well as everything else. Any final messages about love? 7 of Wands. Love is war, baby. Love is war. Also, don't be so against it. Don't fight love. Let it, you know, let it in. Let it happen, let it in. Don't fight it, but also just remember it is love and war. Aphrodite is the goddess of love and war. Invest in love too. Whatever you invest into love, you will get back. 2 of Pentacles. And it's an unexplored, it's an unexplored territory, and that is its beauty. 10 of Wands. And sometimes it's just going to drive you crazy, and that's it. And that's okay. Some of you are isolating yourselves from love. Even though love could heal you, don't isolate yourself from healing love. Even if it's not maybe, you know, the biggest love or the love that you're looking for, there might be love on your way that you should experience with different people in different ways. There's a healing opportunity, not even just romantically, but like with friends or like, you know, in love of nature, receiving the abundance of the healing energy of the birds and the bees and your friends and, you know, your family, whatever it is. All right, thank you, Chris. Chris, you met another person with a similar experience. Aww. Open mic music session, awesome. Yeah, Prince identified as something other. That's right, Cherry. I'm not a woman, I'm not a man. I am something you will never understand. King of Wands, that's coming through. He's like, yeah, but, and he was on fire. He was on fire. Interesting, the experiences people have, you know, especially with that Scorpio ascendant. Scorpio ascendant lifestyle is not for the faint-hearted, and that's, I'm pretty sure that was his ascendant. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not for the faint-hearted. So, you know, he had his fair share of stuff that happened to him. All right. Well, that was interesting. That was a very specific, very concrete energy coming through. All right, boo-boos. So reminder about the PayPal. You got the PayPal link in the description box below. If you got PayPal questions for me regarding love, or you have a question for the spirits of the dead, it is $13 a question per question, or $33 if it's for the spirits of the dead. I think we can ask Prince a question tonight because he seems to be speaking to us. But whatever comes through. With the necromancy, if it's a question for the dead, I can guarantee it's going to be a specific person answering it, although usually it is if you call upon someone specific. In regular questions for love, career, life, everything, it's $13 per question. PayPal link is in the description box below. My big bill. Oh, Chris, yeah, toxicity triggering. I'm sorry, Bithel. All right, so let me pull, let's pull some energies for the Gemini energy. Let me pull a card for Geminis, what's coming through. On the eclipse, what did this eclipse give you, Bithel? What is coming through? Ten of Swords, an ending. Gemini. Gemini's in the house. I know there's Geminis in the house. That's okay, Chris. You don't have to simplify it. If you have a question, baby. Ten of Swords. Something is ending. It could be that you're going through a breakup. If you're going through a breakup, just know that justice will be done, because the goddess of justice is protecting you here, and something ended, or if somebody, if you had a douche, flute, bimbo, himbo, anyone in between who just like ghosted or disappeared, F that, like that person disappeared because the goddess of justice herself stepped in and made sure that this person was removed from your life. I'm telling you, baby. Fabulous one, there you are. Someone was removed for a reason. This is also about coming into a new phase. So it's about don't mourn the past, because, new beginnings. And for you, fabulous one, maybe this is the point about maybe it's a new beginning. But something has to end completely. So, it's just about doing things in a very, very different way. Things had to end for a reason the way they did. And now things can be very, very different. And it's also about dealing with demons. So, you know what that means too, Bizzle. Fabulous. Someone, facing their demons. It's very prominent here. But generally, this energy is about things end for a reason. And there's healing and blessing and things ending. Also, so many New Age boobies would say, rejection is divine protection. It's so true. Never ever question when someone leaves your life. Don't ever question that. Don't think oh, I should have done this or that. What did I say? It could have been so beautiful. No, this is on purpose. And it's a good thing it happened. Always, always. It's always divine protection. It's always a blessing. Because you're meant to be on some path they would not have taken because of that person. I cannot tell you how many times this happened to me. Yeah, me too, fabulous one. For real. This happened to me so many times. There's healing and endings. One of the heavy things that I've been dealing with recently is I'm coming up to the 10-year anniversary of when an ex of mine died. It was we literally broke up, and 3 weeks later he was dead. Whatever, I'm okay to talk about it, but it was exactly 10 years ago, and when it happened, I was just I just thought I could have done something, or I should have done things differently. There's nothing else I could have done about it. And the breakup had to happen because he was totally if I had stayed with him, I couldn't have saved him. And also, even if that did save him for that moment, it was just not the right path for me to be on. So there was I guess a blessing for me in that, even though he made the choices that he made that led him to where he got to. Oh, Clifford. Thank you, Boo. And I don't feel sad about it. It was a long time ago, you know, and it actually was for me the beginning. This is such a Scorpionic thing to say, but it really like was the beginning of my true path in life in many ways, because you know, something so horrific like, you know, brings you to some, you know, makes you face yourself, face your demons and things like that. So all endings in all ways are necessary. But yeah, I've not been like devastated because, but it's just because it's like 10-year anniversary and all of this, and I have a very specific relationship with the spirit of that boy. It's like I feel like we're still feuding from beyond the grave a little bit. I feel him sometimes, you know, when I have a bad boyfriend, he's like kind of in the shadows going, you know, sending me subpar, you know, boyfriends so he can feel superior and stuff like that. But things do end for a reason. And this is also about not, you know, feeling guilty about other people's choices. There's nothing you can do about other people's choices. That's your blessing. Somebody chooses to kill themselves, or somebody chooses to, you know, do risky behavior. Somebody chooses to break up or disappear, you know, whatever it is. You just have to let that happen. That's the choice they're making. There's nothing you can do about it. And often, you know, a very, very difficult ending is a blessing in disguise, because then you're put on the correct path for yourself. Yeah, Michael, that's right. And always know that there's divine protection around you, Gemini. There's always divine protection. Call upon the divine protection. Call upon Archangel Michael, the goddess Athena, any goddess or god that, you know, you connect to, or angel. There's always divine guidance available, and it's always in your darkest hour. I cannot say this enough. And it's always in the darkest time that the spirits are the most available. This is how I know the spirits. This is why they know me. We know each other. So just know, Gemini, that whatever is ending, it's because something much better is coming. And let's see what is coming. Seven of Cups. Enlightenment. Spiritual experience. This is about, you know, Gemini, very interesting energy. And maybe, you know, Mercury retrograde is the time for you to really, really think about. This is going to be relevant until like mid-May for this retrograde season. This is the time for you to really, really think about what it is that you want. Not what you think you want, not what society tells you should want. This is what you really, really, really want. Out of love, out of life, how to manifest the thing that you truly want. Because you can't manifest the thing that, you know, I think sometimes we think that we're like, oh, I want this and that, I'm going to manifest it. But do you really want it? What do you really want, Gemini? Is someone telling you what you should be, you know, manifesting or asking for? Is that really what you want, though? When you really, really think about it. What is it that the little, you know, little kid in you wants? This is the thing you should be manifesting right now in love. You also have a lot of options, but they're all very confusing. They're looking kind of confusing in the Mercury retrograde season. But, you know, maybe the eclipse is clearing some of that confusion away, but there's still going to be some back and forth on what you want, who you want, and why. Make sure you don't listen to people's, like, you know, I don't want to say lies, but there might be some, you know, there might be some lack of clarity when it comes to what people tell you about themselves, you know, new people in your life, and also people that you're dealing with in your love life. There might be some dissemination. All right. Oh my gosh. Everything's falling down. There's always spirits about. All right, Gemini, so that's your energy. So we did Gemini. Let's do we got Libras in the house, babies? Do we got any Libras tonight? Today, tonight, tomorrow? We got Carla. Who else do we have? Oh yeah, Chris. All right. All right. Oh my God, you know what? I've not been able to talk for the past, like, literally week. I've been preparing for Mercury retrograde. Chris Lang, you're a Libra, Scorpio, Cusper. Nice. All right, Rebecca. All right, good. Let's do Libra. What's coming through on this eclipse energy? King of Pentacles. It just flew out of the deck. King of Pentacles. Leading to some kind of a truth. All right, Libra, you will be receiving a message for Wands at the bottom of the deck. All right. Thank you, Chris. Go ahead and send the PayPal link is in the description box below. I'm gonna take we're not gonna do like a mega big live tonight, so I'm gonna try and like take your questions as they come in when we get to the second half, so you're not waiting too long for the questions to be answered. King of Pentacles. For Wands at the bottom of the deck, someone's sending you a message. Someone's been sitting on a message. Someone's been really like contemplating if they should be in touch with you, and they're starting to get ready to do it with them. Mercury retrograde, the return of the ex. Someone from your past or an ex. Someone's returning with a message. That's okay, Chris Bill. You can tell me more in the live chat too. Go all in, Chris Bill. It's totally fine because, you know, you can tell me, you know, whatever you gotta tell me, baby. But yeah, Libra, someone's coming in. It's a reunion. It's taken a while. Could have been a full year, or something could have ended, or somebody like left the picture around the holiday period, like Christmas period last year, or something like that. Or literally last April, something happened. You know, last April something happened. Someone's been trying to send you a message, but they just can't, like, they can't let it go. It's like, you know, writing it, deleting it, writing. They've been trying to come through. I wouldn't worry though, Rebecca, because it's like what's coming through, this energy, this isn't nefarious energy. It could be, you know how it is. I don't think it's going to be like any kind of big darkness. But you got the Four of Swords, so some kind of a resolution is coming, some kind of a truce. Somebody wants to like bury the hatchet, but they're hoping that you still love them as well. Thank you, Chris, baby. They're hoping you still love them, baby. You know, this is what this is really about. Someone who was a douche flute in the past. They were very like into themselves, up their own bill. They were like all about the money, all about the status, you know, very superficial. Could have been very superficial energy, or chose like to invest time in their work rather than into loving you. Oh, Rebecca, you already have, yeah. Well, this energy is definitely coming through. There's a lot of like also, the person who's going to be in touch with you, Libra, you know, this is someone who like, they have a lot of achievement in their life. They have everything that they need, but they don't have you. They lost you. They know it. They lost you. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Beneath all of those cards, you know, it's almost like they're praying. Bibel. They're praying to the goddess of love for blessings, to bless, you know, what it is that they're about to do here. You know, like they're about to send you a message. They're about to try and talk to you. They're about to try and resolve this issue. Oh, Rebecca, I think that's what he's hoping for. Someone who's been sitting on a message for a long time, trying to sweeten it with something, because there was bitterness in the past. Honey. They called you honey. Is it your honey, baby? Bees to honey. Bees and honey. I don't know. Person's a busy bee. But with you, I think it's a very authoritative energy. Could be like a CEO type, but with you, they're very meek and humble. So it's up to you, Libra, what you're going to do. Mercury retrograde energy is from now until mid-May, so I think it's still going to be in April, though. Someone's going to finally, release the Kraken. They could have like a golden touch as well, you know. They could be quite, you know, like not just like focused on work, but like actually really rich or born rich. Could be someone who was born rich. They're born rich. Quite selfish. Used to be selfish. Yeah, the world. Now they feel all alone in the world without you. It's like someone has the world at their feet, but not you. And it's making them crazy. Autumn, no, we haven't done Scorpio. We've done Gemini, Libra. We're gonna do Aquarius now. Need a little chinky. Carla, yeah. I think it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be more than that. Oh, humans, Chris, what's humans? Ew. Ew, David. All right, Aquarius. Step forward, my babies. How many Aquarians do we have in the house? Also, PayPal questions, my babies. As always, I'm taking PayPal questions. It's $13 per question. PayPal link is in the description box below. And if you want to tip me, you can do that via Super Chat or PayPal. Tip me in the spirits of the Jinn and the Jane, in the spirits of the dead, because we are doing some necromantic readings today. All right. Humans, yes, I know, of course I know. All right, babies, let's see who. What is coming through for Aquarius? What's coming in on the eclipse and going into Mercury retrograde? Aquarius, can I make this up? Eight of Wands. We started this whole reading with the collective energy of the Eight of Wands, and then we did the Prince energy. That was the Eight of Wands as well. Accept the love and abundance, but feel someone's messages of love. That's what's coming through. The eclipse cleared something through for you, especially if you're dealing with like a fire sign or someone who's very fiery. Maybe there were a lot of arguments between you in the past. Someone's trying to get in. Imaginary friend. Hi. You know what? I always get a little bit nervous when my imaginary friend is in there. Like, what happened? Hi, imaginary friend. Best handle. So yeah, Aquarius. Messages of love coming in could have been something that was very conflicted in the past, as someone coming back from the past, or it's someone that you're dealing with right now. You maybe just had an argument with somebody and it's going to be resolved. Five of Pentacles, but I think it's something like a breakup. There's a breakup, someone's coming back, and someone, you could have felt abandoned by somebody who was coming back in as well. It's going to be okay. The Goddess of Love is here, the Ace of Cups beneath the Five of Pentacles. So even though there's abandonment, maybe there was a vicious fight, or it was like, you know, two people fighting like cats and dogs, somebody, you know, left. But, you know, the Goddess of Love is taking care of the situation, the Ace of Cups. The Goddess of Love is here. It's true love, Aquarius, whoever you're dealing with, you know, it's true love, and that's coming through in the Mercury retrograde energy. They are returning. The person who ran away is returning because they love you, because it's true love. They can't help it, baby. Do you want him, though? What do you want, Aquarius? You know what I mean? Like, is this what you want? What do you want? This is like that twin flame thing, you know? Let's not get into twin flames today, but this is like my pet peeve. Everybody knows this. We're gonna do one live where it's just like, I'm just gonna title it like Trash Talking Twin Flames. That was, I think that was Clifford's idea, and I'm actually gonna do it. Do you want to do it this week? Let's not do it this weekend because it's Mercury retrograde. I'm gonna get into trouble. Thank you, imaginary friend. Okay. So yeah, Chris, I'm not denigrating, like, if you have a twin flame relationship, I'm not questioning that, but I do question a lot of the, like, narratives there are on the internet around it, and YouTube and TikTok, you know, people doing twin flame readings and stuff. Because it's always, like, the same kind of, like, idea that, like, the more this person hurts you, like, the more it's your twin flame, which I just don't agree with. Okay, anyways. Babies are here to worship. Let the peasants worship. What is wrong with us, you know? And, you know, if the peasant doesn't worship, you know, hire a different peasant. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Love is not, you know, love should not be like about constant conflict and fighting. It should be more good than bad. Ah, Chris, 10 years. That's okay. And, you know, you just never know what's going to happen in the future and, you know, how these energies can evolve. But it's just the principle of the thing. If somebody, look, Bill, call it what you will. Twin flames, you know, I don't know. Soul sisters, whatever. Like, if somebody's like consistently not showing up for you, if they're effing you over, if they're abandoning you, if they're running from you, let them run. Run, peasant, run. Don't keep forgiving people who aren't, you know, worshiping you. Ah, Chris, 4-year separation. That's a long time. All right, so Aquarius, it's up to you, boo. Someone's trying to come in. Scorpio. I know we got Scorpios in the house. Let's do the Scorpio energy. Oh, Chris, yeah, out of nowhere. Yeah, because, you know, some, like, you know, when it's true love, when it's, you know, a soul level love, they always come back, don't they? Yeah, Rebecca, love should not hurt. There's always, like, pain to love, you know, but the pain of love, like, you know, there's a limit to how painful it should be. It's, you know, we always, love makes you anxious, makes you crazy, you know, you crave the object of love. It's like, and I'm sorry, you know, some different types of love have different rules. But it shouldn't be always about pain. Shouldn't leave you devastated all the time. And it certainly love should not leave you alone. So if you're in love with someone, or you know you're in a twin flame or in a soulmate relationship with somebody, you're spending 90% or 80% of your time by yourself, or you know 90% of your time is not hearing from the person, not receiving messages, then you know that love should not leave you alone, Bill. Love is painful, but it should be painful for other reasons, you know, because you miss someone, or because, you know, I don't know, you fear losing them. Shouldn't be about being left alone by it, or someone acting, you know, against you, or doing things that are against you. All right, Pipis. Scorpio. How many Scorpios in the house? Sherry, you still with us, fun baby? My chief Scorpion. All right, so let's see what Scorpio is getting on the eclipse energy. Hi, Priestess Scorpio. This is such a Scorpio card, going straight into the underworld, and the past returning, of course. But I feel for you, Scorpio. Let's see. What about Mercury retrograde? For Scorpio, yeah, there's a battle. You're in a battle with yourself, Scorpio, and this is more about yourself than it is about somebody else. There was somebody in your past, the King of Swords, who was very unfeeling. This is that person who left you alone in some kind of a way. Either they didn't engage in the relationship how they should have, you know, like you spend most of your time by yourself. You could have been married to them, could have been in a long-term relationship with somebody, but most of the time you were all by yourself, you know. So it was like, you know, 90% loneliness. Somebody didn't live up to expectations. They thought they were doing the right thing, but it was actually a very selfish person. Someone just didn't give you the time. They didn't give you their attention, their time. JK, thanks, Bupa. Yeah, Rebecca, Scorpio, Venus. Scorpio, Venus, my favorite Venus, obviously. But yeah, you know, somebody was just not emotionally available for you. They weren't doing the things they should have been doing in love for love. They were not worshiping at the altar of love, at the temple of the goddess Aphrodite. Hi, Peter, baby. Okay, JK is asking if I'm selling fans, which I'm presuming is OnlyFans. Yes, but Bill, I'm selling fans, and it's $10,000 a fan. Fans, I'm going to send it in the mail to you. Just PayPal me, but Bill. It's $10,000 a pop. Also, I also sell flames. That's 100,000. You know, like lemon flame, strawberry flame, hand faints, exactly, imaginary friend. Also, yeah. I saw any fan, Bill, all fans. DB, you're a Scorpio, baby. Fling your flan. Yeah, imaginary friend. Fling your flan. Absolutely. I do want to do that though. I do want to have like an OnlyFans account where it's just like the most disappointing OnlyFans account. Manuel's laughing. Bibus, I said this before, like we do need an OnlyFans though for real, because like I need a space where I can talk about like use words like, tarot readings get into trouble on YouTube because even saying the word death is like sometimes like it can affect your algorithm and can affect your monetization. So we say death all the time because of the tarot and different like phrases. So I need like a platform where I can say like explicit things without being penalized. But like the minute I said OnlyFans, like it attracted a lot of the wrong attention. So I do feel like we're gonna do Patreon instead. But also it would be so funny if it was like actual, like something like that. Also, yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, if you want to buy a fane from me, it is $10,000 a fane. You might also get a flame. I'm not sure which one it's going to be, but it's going to come in the mail. King of Swords. Oh, you're back to Scorpio. King of Swords. Yeah, someone just they weren't present for you. And that person's going to be on your mind because you're on their mind. And it's almost like, they're dragging you down into the underworld because you have some kind of a psychic connection. Dessert, yeah. That's right, Clifford. Yeah, flames. Only flames. This is like, Clifford, this is like a Twitter meme. There's like a Twitter account like for only flames, and it's just like this person's been like for years tweeting like pictures of flames, and they say like subscribe to my only flames. You can like follow it and stuff. Like I'm obsessed with that joke. I don't know, I'm stupid. Yeah, my only flames. Yeah, okay, so High Priestess, look, Scorpio, someone's dragging you down into the deeper realms of the unconscious in the astral plane because someone's really thinking about you. Someone from the deeper past. So it could be, a past life soulmate that something ended with recently even, but it's something that's over and something where like this person feels like they can only reach you in the other realms. Could even be someone who's passed. Maybe it's my ex-boyfriend. I don't know. Maybe he was kind of like he's a Libra. He was a Libra. So that's the King of Swords. Coming through. But someone who's just very like not engaged emotionally, and they're almost like trying to like. I'm hearing drag me down, and I don't know, Scorpio, if maybe you said that to them. Somebody said that to each other. Maybe we had an argument. Someone said you're dragging me down, or drag someone through the mud. Maybe there was some kind of even could have been a very acrimonious divorce where someone dragged you through the mud. And it's not like they're sorry, but they miss you. It's an interesting energy. You became enemies, but like they miss you still because there's a soul connection here. The High Priestess is also telling me, Scorpio, that mainly, a lot of the energy come through in this Mercury retrograde is going to be you feeling tempted to reach out to that person. Maybe not because you're missing them, because when Scorpio is done, they're really done, but it's like you might be having a lot of vivid dreams about them, dreams about their flans. I don't know, buy a new flan, you're like, it's making me think of this Libra psychopath, like, it doesn't have to be a Libra, but there's like an airy energy to this person. But just know if you're getting dreams about them, Scorpio, and you already know this because you're so intuitive, it is because they're thinking about you and they're like, almost like, dragging you into their own energy. They're hoping that you're going to reach out. The love died. The person did something really unforgivable to you. But you have so much empathy, Scorpio. Be careful with the empathy. Don't, overgive empathy to people who don't deserve it. It's an internal struggle, strength. You could be dealing, maybe someone from your past in this Mercury retrograde energy. Also, like, it could be somebody who is quite spiritual too. Like, maybe, like, it is a spiritual person or another tarot reader, something like that. It's going to be like a battle of the wills almost, like who's going to reach out first, who can influence the other person telepathically more. I did just mention empathy, Chris, yeah. Fan, flan, fanny, fan, fan. The imaginary friend. Yeah, I should start saying that in the videos. Like, this channel is sponsored by my OnlyFans. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Scorpio. You also have new beginnings. So, don't overlook the new beginnings. You have something, really affecting you in the psychic realms. This Mercury retrograde season. You know what? You could also be dealing, this is going to be like a little bit extra, but I'm just going to say it. The love died, or like somebody died. So, it could be that you were dealing with someone who received justice, like a criminal person who actually, maybe they killed someone. I'm sorry if this is triggering to anyone. Like, maybe you're dealing with someone who caused someone's death. And there's something unforgivable about that person, or maybe they're just like, an evil CEO or something, they cause like a natural disaster or something. Like their decisions, actions, or direct, like, something that they did could cause like people's deaths. And it's like, you feel like you can't talk to them for that reason, but they're going to be on your mind. So this is a very specific message for someone out there. It's not for everyone. But there is a nefarious darkness energy coming in. Be strong, Scorpio. If you want to reach out to them, reach out to them. But, just know that there's going to be consequences, because the person is hoping you're going to do that. All right, babies. Yeah, Elon. What star sign is Elon? Douche flute. All right. That was Scorpio. Should we do Cancer? Should we go do Cancer? Because if you got questions for me, I am taking PayPal questions. It is $13 per question. My little teddy bear fell down. It's $13 per question. And the PayPal link is in the description box below the video. Chris, yeah, let us know about Elon. All right, I don't know if we got Cancers in the house, but let's just do it, Bill. So much like for Gemini, the energy is about walking away from something here. Queen of Swords and ending. Something was painful. It's painful to walk away from something, Cancer, but you're doing the right thing. Also, if somebody left your life, 8 of Cups, let them walk away. Mercury retrograde energy is saying that the person who's walking away is going to, this is the whole thing of like breaking up in Mercury retrograde. Some people say that, that person's always going to come back. Not necessarily, but there is something to that. It's like, whatever happens in Mercury retrograde isn't 100% like true or right or correct. So, it creates unfinished business. So, but there's like, you're walking away from something, you're cutting something out of your life, and somebody is walking away from you also. But they're going to hold on to you, to the memory of you. They're going to hold on to you. Also, if you have kids with somebody, that person's going to find it really difficult to let go. Even if they walked away, or they're walking away right now, they may very well be back before the Mercury retrograde energy finishes, or of Pentacles, because they're holding on. They're holding on, Cancer. Rebecca, yeah, you split last Mercury retrograde. So it could be that cycle coming back. It was really difficult to do this, Bill. But this person left you no choice. Oh, sorry, wait. I'm not tired. It's not even, it's like 11:30. Queen of Swords, they left you no choice. You poured a lot of love into this person. You gave this person a lot of attention, a lot of care, like Cancer style. You gave them everything. You gave them like as much as you could give, and this person repaid you with nothing. Like, they just like, they cling on to you though, but it's like they want to stay with you, they want to be by your side, but what are they actually giving you? Oh, imaginary friend, you're tired. Okay. This is someone who just doesn't give. It's not a giving kind of energy, and you're just like, you couldn't take it anymore. You can't take it anymore. You're not going to keep on giving and giving and giving. Oh, imaginary friend. I'm sure that's not the case. I'm sure your brain is shining and sparkly and moisturized. You just need to moisturize yourself. Cancer, don't forget all the love that you gave to this person that they didn't know how to hold, didn't know how to appreciate. Don't let them manipulate you into feeling sorry for themselves now, particularly if somebody left for pastures new. They thought the grass was greener. Okay, go eat the grass. Yeah, 7 of Cups. You know, they're going to try and come. Someone's trying to return, but they're going to give you like this tall story about what, you know, why they either left or why they kept on effing up so that you had to cut them out. Oh, Mr. Alien. Look, Bibos, this is not a competition. Just because I know people get so defensive about, like, it's so sweet that you care about the alien, but the alien is my boyfriend, and this is just my little teddy bear, you know? And his name is Theodore, obviously. It is a boy. Because, you know, anyone who's in my bed. Chris Lang, how could I? No, I'm not cheating on the alien. I'm a one man woman, Bibos. I'm Scorpio Sun and Rising, like Bibbo. I am the most faithful little Bibbo. No, it's okay. Like, I appreciate the joke. Like, it's all fun. But also, Mr. Alien and I will be opening an OnlyFans. So it's just gonna be like videos of me inflating and deflating him. Okay. So yeah, Cancer. Don't let people take advantage of your good nature, of all the scrumptiousness that you give on to people. No wonder that person can let go, you know, because they have, you know, no wonder. You're never going to find a love like yours. So let them suffer. It's okay. It's not part of your karma anymore. But it's up to you what you want to do. It's all about free will on this channel, babies. All right. So, what do we got? We did the water, we did all the air. Now we got the peace, the resistance, the Taurus energy. Also, happy Taurus season, my babies. Happy birthday. If you're a Taurus, let me know if it's your birthday. Taurus season. All kinds of things going on. So it's going to be an eventful time for Tauruses for sure. Chris, yes, Mr. Alien was blue. But then, how should I put it? I just, you know, I made him change for me, basically. I didn't like his style, so he had to change. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's a mood alien, exactly. All right, babies. Let's see what's coming in for Taurus on the eclipse and the Mercury retrograde. Taurus, looking good. Oh, April, born in April. I love that baby. Oh, awesome. Taurus rising, beautiful energy. Taurus, what's coming in is the sun. There's clarity coming your way. And all kinds of things. Despite it being Mercury retrograde, I think the eclipse is clearing things away for you to live your life to the fullest. This is your time to shine. This is your birthday time. This is your time to be seen, to be recognized. It's very Taurus energy, you know, like just basking in the glory, basking in the abundance, basking in the sun, people recognizing you. Also for the scrumptious little boo that you are. This is a time to be scrumptious, you know, take your shirt off. Get it, like maybe if you're considering getting an OnlyFans, this would be a good time to do that, to be in the public eye, and just to have people worship you, basically. Yeah, you're sparkling all the way. 10 of Wands, there's some unfinished business here that needs to be finished. This is business, you know, unfinished business takes on many forms. I do feel like there is someone who's like thinking about you. I'm not sure if they're going to necessarily do anything specific about it. There is a message coming, could be from that person, Page of Cups. There is a message coming towards you. It is someone who maybe 10 months ago or in the 10th month of a year, something ended here, 10 weeks, 10 hours, you know, 10 days. Something ended here, and this person is highly burdened by the ending. The reason why things ended between you and this person in the past is because that person already brought a lot of trauma into the relationship because of their bad relationship with their past. So an unhealed inner child was at fault here. Not at fault, but like it was causing the issues. And it's like this person knows how to help themselves. They know how to improve the situation. They know how to heal themselves, but they chose not to. And I think you asked them to. You were like, let's go to counseling. Let's help her, you know, each other. Like, let's, you know, make this work. This person just would not do it. Could also be, you know, toxic masculinity, male pride, that kind of a thing. Could have been, you know, someone who was a provider or the head of a household who just didn't want to get help, didn't want to admit they need help. Oh, Clifford, thank you. Teddy bear loves you. Yeah, the teddy bear is great. Look, but it's a little bit. He had a little accident once, and I like sewed him up with like it's kind of Frankenstein like. But I mean, I'm not good at stuff like that. I don't know how to sew. Like, you know, I'm just not very domesticated in that way. So I did my best. But it's red like thread, so very sorcery. He's like a little magical charm. So yeah, but Bill, Taurus, it was the person who didn't want to admit they had issues. They didn't want to work on themselves. Angry energy. There's a message coming, but let's see if it's from them. Yeah, it's from the person from who you're finished with, Queen of Swords. See, like, interesting how this Mercury retrograde energy and this eclipse is like clearing the path for a lot of people to finish business where there was anger, but it could have been either unexpressed anger or like, you know, an argument that ended a relationship that was never resolved. It's going to be resolved in this season for a lot of people, Queen of Swords. And look, Taurus, your energy right beneath it at the Empress. So, you know, things that ended but still need to be communicated about, and, you know, quite possibly abundance coming from reunions of some kind. But it's all up to you, you know, how you want to take it. Rebecca. Jen, yeah, I am feeling better. I kind of don't want to jinx it because I thought I was feeling better last week, and then like I did like one live and like 2 videos, and I just like collapsed. Like I just fell asleep for 2 days. You're not late, Jen, baby. I mean, time is relative. We started like an hour and a half ago. Yeah, Jen, I'm gonna hit you up. I've been just like behind on everything. It's just been such a weird. Usually this time of year, I feel like revived and revitalized. It's been so weird for me, you know. But it's okay. Because, you know, Scorpio rebirths itself in the springtime, especially in the Aries season. Like that always used to be like my lucky time, and like this year was like, what happened? But it's okay. Yeah, thanks, Jen, baby. But yeah, I'm really curious to hear like what you gotta tell me. I just like I always say, like, I hope it's a big wand. That's all I'm gonna say, baby. Hope the wand is big. If it's not big, reconsider. Thanks, Chris. Thank you, Jen, baby. You're so scrumptious. Jen is also a friend of the channel, honorary. Actually, Jen writes the jokes for me, by the way, you know. Co-star, co-writer, co-director, wand energy. So listen, Taurus, whatever ended is trying to come back in, but it's, you know, like the question is like, is this person working on their issues? Because something ended because of bad issues. And, you know, you're looking so scrumptious. You got all kinds of options right now in front of you. So, you know, the retrograde time is probably not a time to entertain like finalizing any reunion with an ex. You can hear them out and all of this kind of thing, but and you will be getting, see, this Page of Cups is bothering me because I feel like you will be receiving a message from the past, from this ex, but also from other people. There's like other messages, you know, so don't get focused on one person, because you're going to be getting like, there's a message, but it's, you know, more than one, or it's like something here about, like, you know, it's not just about the past in this retrograde, it's about the future, but it's about, like, you know, not making any hasty decisions and loving yourself first and seeing yourself through other people's eyes too. See yourself as this scrumptious little, you know, slab of meat that other people think you are, you know, little scrumptious little sparkly sausage, because that's what you are, baby. I'm sick in the head. All right, so you're the brightest flame in the window. Okie dokie, oh, when doves cry, John, love you. Meat, yeah. Piece of meat. Sparkly little piece of meat. I'm vegetarian. The only meat I ingest is sparkly. Ethical vegetarian, so I you know, the only meat, like. All right, so without further ado, let me answer some questions. Chris, more kind, me too. That's so funny. Yeah, Chris, I'm vegetarian, not vegan, because with all my health conditions, I can't really sustain, and travels and, you know, gluten-free, can't really sustain veganism, but I would be vegan if I could, for real. All right, Chris, I'm going to take a look at your question. I'll see what other questions are coming through. Rebecca, can I remove a piece of clothes off of what, baby? That's a different Rebecca. Bottom dwellers going bye-bye. That's right, Jen. The bottom dwellers. Plankton, bottom dwellers. Okay, with this. Right, let me just open PayPal here. If you got a question for me, babies, I am taking PayPal questions as always. The PayPal link is in the description box below. Include your name and question in the PayPal. I am probably gonna stream for a little bit longer. Probably like, we got like 30 minutes left. If you want to ask me a question, now is the time to do it. Rebecca, you're a troll. That's okay. So yeah, if you want to send me a question, now is probably the time to do it, because we're gonna do some New Age gossip, and then I'm gonna take a little breaky from the stream, and I will be streaming again tomorrow. So don't worry if you didn't, get a chance to participate today. You're going to be able to do that tomorrow. Okay, let's see, Chris. Okay, for my eyes only. That's fine. So bear with me here. I'm just going to open my PayPal, see what questions are coming through. Got it, Carla. I'm going to take a look at it. When I'm done with the stream, I'll respond to you. All right. Okay, so we got a troll, Rebecca, Sean. Listen, you want me to take a piece of clothes off? No problem. It's $10,000. Just PayPal link in the description box below. It's $10K, one piece of clothing. You can tell me which one, baby. Okay, give me a second, baby. It's only $10,000. Also, you get a free flame in the mail. Okay. I'm just reading your question, Chris. Yeah, but if you want me to take off a piece of clothing, let me know. It's $10,000 per piece, and also free flan in the mail. Imaginary friend. Chris, any piece of clothing. You can tell me which one you want me to take off. It's only $10,000 per piece. US dollars. Manuel's just laughing. Manuel's just giving up on the situation today. Freaks are among us. I am the big. See, this is the thing. When people try and troll me, they don't understand that I am the biggest freak in the house. You know, I mean, it's only $10,000. I might do. You know, I can take off a sock for 5. All right, Rebecca. I'll call you Becky, baby. All right. Let's focus. Okay, I'm reading it now. I get it, baby. I'm reading it. Mercury retrograde. Okay, we'll see. Let's see about the mental health thing. That's okay, Chris. And maybe, you know, even maybe we'll pull some cards for you, and maybe you're not meant to comprehend today. Maybe, you know, the answers will come later. Chris, here she goes. Exactly. Let's see. So let's see what's going on with that, with your question. Manuel is partying like it's 1999. Yeah, Mercury retrograde. What is going on with her? Please show me, angels. What's going on with her, like, mentally, is that she's stuck. It's about being stuck in like, walking in one spot, you know, stuck. Yeah, Sherry, 10K to strip down while playing Prince. Bibbers, I'm not playing. You send me 10K, I'll take it off. I'll get banned, like, YouTube will ban me for life, but I'll take it freaking off. You know what? This is such a bad idea, because I got, like, foot and mouth disease regardless, and, like, I'm just like, first day of Mercury retrograde, I've already, like, started a whole drama in my mind over, like, talking to various people today. I got triggered by everybody, including my little douche flute, and it's just like, why did I even do this? What I had to, because I did it for Prince, because I feel like, you know, I owe Prince. The energy of Prince needs to be exalted today, so that's why I'm doing it. But really, really, knowing me, like, you know, this is the cancellation day. All right, anyway, erotic city, exactly. So listen, Chris, she's like stepping in place. She's not moving. She feels stuck. In, you know, in her mind is stuck on something, and I think she's ruminating on you. She's like over focused on you. She's like, you know, obsessing over a lot of things. It's like her mind is just spinning. It's like a spinning wheel, but nothing's, like, the wheels are turning, but they're not, like, nothing, like, they're spinning, but they're not turning, I guess. Like, they're spinning and turning, but nothing's moving. It's really difficult to get off of her high horse as well. This is, you know, this is the issue here as well. It's like, she feels like she trapped herself in some kind of a situation, and, you know, there's like an obsessive quality to her right now. There's also, like, this is not just narcissism. This is deeper. Like, I mean, narcissism is one thing, but it's kind of deeper than that, you know. This is someone who has a deep insecurity about feeling and appearing foolish, the Fool. Hold on a second. I'll just get rid of the troll, because she's just getting in the way now. Rebecca, 10K or you're out. Like, let me just get rid of her. Sorry, babies. And I'll get back to your reading, Chris. I'm sorry, I just need to get rid of her because it's annoying. I'm just gonna hide her now. Okay, she's been deleted from the database. Sorry, that was very not entertaining. All right, babies. It's a spectrum from narcissism to sociopathy to psychopathy. Yeah, there's something to that. It being a spectrum, my boo-boos. But listen, Chris, like in her case, there's like a lot of vulnerability here. She's always like, I think it's all about the ego. And that's a narcissistic thing. You know, she just doesn't want to look like a fool no matter what she does. So, you know, this is someone who's always striking first, who feels insecure about, you know, reaching out, you know, doing the right thing. So it's something she's been obsessing over for a while and she doesn't want to look foolish. It's almost like a kind of mad, like it's like almost like an insanity. There's like an obsession that's turning into insanity. Is she still here? Hold on a second, babies. How does she? How does this happen? Okay, I just totally like. Okay, this should have done it. Okay, she's gone. Control's gone. All right, Chris. So back to you. So you know what I'm saying? Like there's deep insecurity to her. Yes, insanity. She doesn't know either. Well, I think what she's trying to achieve is that she's obsessed. She wants like, you know, like she's driven to insanity because she's obsessed about like, you know, winning, you know, getting back and all this. You know what I'm saying? She's obsessed with you. But it's driving her crazy, but she's so insecure because she hates doing that and she hates like showing herself to be vulnerable. So it's like this is more than just narcissism. This is a narcissist who's not in control of the situation anymore. She's always felt really lonely. There's like underlying everything here is a loneliness, the Nine of Pentacles. It's like she was driven crazy by loneliness. And, you know, someone can be surrounded by people and still be lonely, but it's like terrible loneliness, very dark loneliness. Yeah. This is someone who could have grown up lonely. You know, it's almost like, you know, the loneliness made her into the manipulating narcissistic person that she is. But at this point, she feels like she has nothing to lose, but she's so afraid, like terrified of looking the fool. Is it something deeper? Yeah, it is something deeper. It's destiny itself, the Wheel of Fortune. It's because there's unfinished business also between the two of you. So she feels like pulled and called by, you know, her angels or spirits. Like she feels the call, she feels the pull to try and resolve this. She doesn't even know why she's doing it 100% because she's, you know, I think she's always the one that doesn't reach out. I think she's always the one who's like, you know, manipulating the situation. But for some reason, she's not in control anymore. She's lost control. Destiny is in charge now. That's what's happening on a deeper level. Oh, Night Sky. You want to negotiate the close in person? Yeah, but it's like the whole point of the joke is like you got to send it to me here. Night Sky is about. I don't think so. I mean I know Night Sky. Like Night Sky is a boo-boo, I think. Maybe it's a different Night Sky. Pretty sure it's a boo-boo. I think it's just inappropriate Blue Angel humor. Oh, Spanish titty dude. Yeah, I remember him. You think that's Rebecca? Why is it called? Oh my gosh, no, these stalkers are just so funny. What is she trying to achieve from these acts? I think she's trying to get what she wants. Yeah, she's trying to get what she wants. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. She wants to be on top. She wants to get you. She wants to feel like she conquered you. That's what she thinks she's doing. She's going to conquer, coming in to conquer, take back what is hers, prove who she is, you know, prove her womanhood even, you know. Feeling desired. She wants to know, and it's a twin flame card, you know. It's funny that we talk about it like that, and that I mentioned twin flames again, but it's like her whole thing is that, you know, there's a twin flame still burning here. So is your flame still burning for her? She wants to know that, and she wants to get the satisfaction that it's still there, that it's still available. Chris, womanhood. Just she's just obsessed with you. Rebecca, apologies, nice guy. But Biz, it's fine, it's fine. I mean, I'm a troll, so, you know, I troll myself. Let's see, which might baby do? Run, ignore, forget, what? I think you can hear her out if you want to. Thank you, Sherry, baby. Thank you, that's so sweet, Bill. That's so scrumptious, thank you, I appreciate that. Imaginary friend, that is great advice from your dad. Imaginary friend says their dad always said not to get involved with someone crazier than you. Yes, absolutely, I second that. I'm the main crazy, you know, I'm the main character. But it has to be someone who likes the crazy that I have. Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, and Justice, baby. Chris, listen, I mean, I would hear her, if you want to, I would hear her out and might give both of you some closure. Because this is about doing justice to a situation that ended so badly. You know, the Tower, there was so much devastation here in the past. And maybe, you know, this is about approaching this in a justice kind of Libra way. So, you know, being very measured, being very balanced, being very open, calm, cool, collected. Oh, night sky, $50, thank you. But Bill, I'm not going to take anything off, just so you know, all right? But thank you, I appreciate it. Bibus, thank you so much. Just a quick reminder, PayPal, if you have a question for me, PayPal link is in the description box below. It's $13 a question. If you want me to take one item of clothing off, it is $10,000. Okay, if you want me to strip, it's $10,000. And for $100,000, the alien will also do a striptease. Also, you get a free flan in the mail. Okay, but this is gonna be like, this is terrible. Okay, you know what I mean, Chris? Like, you know, something was so devastating and so terrible and like just so painful. Maybe this is about just, you know, taking that measured approach and giving both of you justice. But also this justice here is saying, you know, don't do anything against yourself. If you feel like you don't want to speak with her, if you don't want to like engage with her, if it's too much for you, don't. First of all, serve yourself. Because back in the day when the Tower came down, she didn't care about justice for you. She didn't care. And she is a selfish person. You know, the energy is very selfish, very self-serving. You know, this Queen of Wands who's coming in to get you, to conquer you, because she wants to know she can. Not because, you know, she has like, you know, some higher order love situation going on where she's able to, you know, empathize with a Bibil. Queen of Pentacles, though, you know, this is a message a long time coming, a long time crafted, and this is you, you know, receiving it and at least considering, or, you know, responding, you know, it might make her go away. Depends on what you want. But if you don't feel comfortable talking to her, I would just like, you know, protect yourself with divine justice. Also, you know, restraining order, you know, justice, whatever it takes. If you've heard enough, seen enough, delete from database. She's mentioned that to you. Whatever you do, let's see. So manipulative, yeah. Yeah. That's the kind of energy that's coming through because she's so afraid. She'll say something. She got that fool there, so she's like very vulnerable. She doesn't want to look like the fool, so she's always going to try and be on top, try and manipulate, try and like make the other person feel less than because she does feel already like that. So she needs to make the other person feel not good enough. That's what I would do with it. Think about what is justice for you? Like, how does justice serve you in this situation? If further communication is, going to give you closure or make you feel better. Hmm. If it's going to make you feel better, if it serves you, if it's like, you allowing justice to come into your life and, correct the situation, that's fine. I would at least hear what she has to say. The justice is whatever serves you right now. So what makes you feel good? If for you justice feels like talking to her, do that. If it feels like, cutting her off completely, again, do that. Night Sky, no, I don't think so. But I will check. Did you email me something? You know what I mean, Chris, baby? Like, and it's difficult. I know it's difficult because, like, you got to discern that for yourself. Ah, Expediter Dean. That's right. Radio silence is the best tactic. Actually, Expediter Dean, do I know you? Kid stuff, yeah. That's true. Deleting from the database, higher order effing with somebody who's trying to F with you is just go radio silent. Royal Princess, hi, my baby. Let me clarify this justice for you. See what the advice is from the angels, baby. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. One more. This is fresh. I know it's frustrating because we want the tarot to just say do this or do that, right? Oh, Expediter. Yeah, maybe. No, I know I've seen you in the chat before. Yeah, sorry, Expediter. I don't mean to be suspicious, but it's just like the radio silence thing. I do have a stalker who like uses all kinds of aliases, and like he comes in here and complains about me being like ghosting him and stuff like that. So I feel like like every time someone mentions that, it's like nothing against you, even if you are the stalker. It is good for my algorithm and good for the drama. So welcome, baby. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So listen, Chris, it's saying maintain the peace, like maintain your own peace. I think it's saying you're very happy without her, and I think you really recovered. You have like a peaceful, you're like, you're at home, like your life is peaceful. You're maintaining a peaceful household right now. This is, your own life. And you're fulfilled all by yourself here. Not necessarily by yourself, but like without her. Like she's not in the picture. So you've fulfilled yourself. You've given yourself this gorgeous love, Oh, hi, Joe. Just in time. Oh, protect us from the creepers. Yeah, just in time. We were about to, all kinds of stuff is going down, Joe. Everyone's high. We're doing a strip tease, and we got creepers in the chat. Other than that, everything's fine. So, Chris, I feel like you've, rebuilt your life in this beautiful way, and she would be disturbing the peace. But it's also about, like, maybe there's something still between you where, you have that between you where you were at each other's peace, or, you owe that to each other to talk or to communicate. So it's like, again, it's kind of saying whatever serves your peace. But it's probably swaying on the side of like, don't let her disturb your peace in any way. So if you're going to let her in in some kind of a way, or have some kind of a conversation, or reach out to her, I would do it with a lot of caution and with a lot of boundaries, because she has a tendency to disturb the peace. And you're looking very peaceful. You're looking very abundant. You're looking so happy. Don't let the rats in, okay? Don't let the rat in on the ship. Yeah, you're peaceful. Yeah, and you told her. So it's kind of like confirming that for you. It's not saying not to, because there's like, there's something here to be worked through. Something to be, it's almost like saying, you reading the messages she's sending you and being aware of the energy, that in itself is kind of like, entertaining it. And it may be that that's enough for you to know. And if you're tempted, she's trying to tempt you. If you're tempted to get back together, just remember all the injustices that you suffered because of her. Don't let her come into your life and cause another tower moment, because she's very, very selfishly motivated. This is the issue. You can't trust her. This is the problem, right? She can't hold a proper conversation. I see, Chris. Manuel, it's Friday like the movie today. It is like that today. Joe, get off. Yeah, this is like the anthem of the channel. Yeah, Chris, so I would just be mindful of that, because, she's bringing all this destruction. She's always going to bring destruction. Doesn't mean you can't hear her out, but, like, just know, just, like, ask yourself, are you going to be tempted to forgive? Are you going to be tempted to get back into the drama of it? Because that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to conquer you, Yeah, that's right, Rebecca. When trust is gone, it's gone. Like, it's done. You betray me, you might as well, be dead to me. It's a Scorpio thing. So that's your answer, Chris. It's, it's complicated. I think the tarot is like, appreciating the complexity of the situation, but at the same time, it's like, maybe it's not that complicated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's simple in a way, in its own little way. It's saying you can let her in to some extent. Like, you can give her the time of day. You can hear her out, but don't let her back. And basically, as long as you're sure you're not going to be tempted to let her back into your life, because she's bringing drama again. The same cycle will end with the same tower. And you rebuilt your life in this beautiful way. You're doing yourself justice. You're giving yourself abundance. Don't let her ruin it for you again. That's what's going to happen if she comes back in. Yeah, Chris, yeah, it's done. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be done. If you don't want it to be done, you could revive it. But the wisdom of the tarot is saying that what's good for you, for your soul's journey, is someone who's not so toxic. She's toxic. Selfishly motivated. You deserve better. The tarot is saying you deserve so much better. Yeah. Boom, boom, done. And this is destiny too. There's a lot of destiny between the two of you, but also, this is your destiny turning over a new leaf. So it's like, yeah, it's done. It doesn't mean that you're going to lose all feelings immediately, but it's about like, there's other destiny that awaits you. The goddess of justice will not leave you short, but it's about like, sacrificing the thing that's toxic so you can receive the thing that is abundant. Yeah, Rebecca. Rebecca's right. You can tell her you love her and release her. With love and, with love and light, but release it. It's kind of saying, it's not saying you can't get back together with her. It's just saying, if you do, it's going to be another tower moment, because she is a tower. She is trouble. And you deserve better than that. So if you want to live in your highest vibration, and if you want to follow your highest possible love path and meet someone who is more worthy of you, then it's best to just, sacrifice it and put it to the side. You can speak to her, you can engage with her, but just, make sure you got the boundaries up. She's coming in to tempt you. Yeah. Yeah. Projection. Oh, night sky, you got a date. Awesome. Good luck, boo. Yeah, royal princess. You will deserve better. Absolutely. Chris, you deserve better. This is kind of the message from the tarot. What to do. If you want the advice on it, make sure you preserve your peace. Make sure you preserve your abundance. Make sure you preserve yourself. Don't be tempted to get into the drama. All right, baby. I hope that answers your question. I get it that it's complicated. These things are very complicated. Yeah. Sometimes, but the best way to work on leaving somebody's energy is just like find a rebound too. Like, I mean, this is like a DIY solution to spirituality. And don't come for me because I know there'll be like, holier than thou people saying like, oh no, you need to like really let someone go 100%. It's true if you're manifesting like a high order love, right? You do have to let the past go. But also, what's meant for you will not pass you by, that's number one. And number two, you got to help yourself. If a rebound is going to help you to let it go, then do the rebound. I'm telling you, I swear by this energy, one pain cancels out another, particularly if you got fixed sign energy in yourself. There is something very releasing and cleansing about doing a rebound. Even finding a little Pringle to like just snack on for one night, it will release you. Fixed signs, we dwell in energies. Or if it's in your Venus. So, cleansing that energy with like a new, new person, new energy, really, it can really help. This is like, it's just like my little trick. I'm a fixed sign. I often have to do that to just like, just break the cycle. Once something's over, I would never, Scorpio doesn't cheat ever, but when something is over and, you got to move on, you got to find a way to move on. Sometimes you just got to, eat some junk food for a night. Because otherwise you dwell in that energy, that person's energy is still around you. Or find like some other person to argue with, for a month. Little rebound trauma. Or yeah, no, exactly. Just nice dates, whatever works. Exactly. Whatever works for you, babies. Yeah, Chris. Exactly. Focus on yourself. Find. Put that love, abundance, empathy into yourself. Don't give her too much empathy. I don't think she necessarily deserves the empathy right now. And not to be judgy about it, but I don't think she deserves she deserves empathy. Everybody does. I think she deserves your empathy. Mercury retro, give me some techno. Love it. Ah, Joe. Oh, interesting. Thanks for that. Jenny Benny. Happy Friday, baby. Sanjay. All right, babies. Chrisling. Yeah, okay. It's okay, Jenny Benny. I'm always love seeing you here because of your name, because it's scrumptious and you're scrumptious. Anyway, your energy is scrumptious. So yeah, Chris, good luck with everything. Work on yourself for sure. Give yourself the love. Give yourself all the love, all the empathy you would have given her. See how you go. Thank you, Joe. Gracias. Okay, so Bibos, we're not getting a lot of questions. It is going to be a short live, so I'm probably going to stay in the live. Let me just look at my phone battery. We're going to stay in the live for another 15 minutes or so. So if you want to send me a question now. See. Okay, Joe. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Interesting. Very interesting. Is that wine you see, Jenny Benny? It is champagne. Actually, it's Prosecco. It's champagne. It's Prosecco. Cheers. Bibos, cheers to you. Okay, cheers to Prince. We're celebrating Prince today. We're celebrating you. We're celebrating the douche flutes. We're celebrating all the people who have given us beautiful lessons in our lives, the good and the bad, and the scrumptious. So, chin chin. Okay. So, yeah, it's a party. We're going to do like drunk tarot. Like everyone's drunk and high tonight. I'm just kidding, but it's not a joke. Chris, you drink Guinness? Oh, I could never understand why people drink that. Like, I'm sorry, like, no offense, but it's just like, why? It's just like, I don't like bitter things, and like, I don't like those types of things. Like, bitter and beer, like bitter beer, why? Yeah, Rebecca, exactly. I'm sorry, I love you, forgive me, I'm grateful. Yeah, that's so beautiful. You're such a scrumptious little bit, Rebecca. You don't get hangovers from Guinness? Guinness with Tia Maria. Jenny Benny not drunk yet, a little stoned. This is like so funny. Everyone's like drunken. Like this is true. Like we'll do a party. I'll do a party for my birthday this year. I think we're gonna get drunk and stoned. What do you think, Biz? I'll invite some friends over. We're gonna do it like together, like a community. I'll do a podcast or something. Oh, Kiss. Yeah, Sherry, that's an amazing song. And yeah, Rebecca, teetotal is also the way to go. Whatever works for you, babies. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. All right, babies, last dibs, last call for your PayPal. Now that I told everyone that we're all drunk and high, if you wanna get a PayPal reading, it's $13 a question. The PayPal link is in the description box below. As always, include your name in the PayPal so I know who I am dealing with. But you don't, since it's like the tail end of the live, you can just ask me the question in the chat. But if anybody wants to ask a question now, because I'll be closing soon, it's okay. We'll have loads more time tomorrow, so you'll be able to ask me all the questions you want, baby. Yeah, Joe, drop your favorite Prince songs in the comments. So yeah, so that's, that's pretty much what's going on with me. I'm loving Prince. He's still, he's still the main man in my life, apart from my alien boyfriends. Alien boyfriend, like, he really triggers, like, all the boys in my life hate him. Like, all the, like, even, like, the ones that I didn't date or anything, like, they just hate him. They do not like him. CBD, not THC. Yeah, good choice, Sherry. Rebecca. Yeah, that's cool. Keep your questions whenever it feels right. Tonight, frankly, Bibis, tonight may not be the night for it. You know what I'm saying? And because we're not going on for a long time. First day of Mercury retrograde. If it's not feeling right, don't ever do it. There's always opportunity. You know, I go live a lot, so there's always going to be opportunities with this. Actually, I'm going to miss you. Maybe I'll extend the live a little bit. We'll just talk about stuff. What do you think? Should we talk about some New Age controversies? What's the New Age controversy right now? Let's talk about Teal Swan. I know this is like old news, but I feel bad for Teal Swan because like there's a lot of things she says I don't agree with, but I think you know, she's this like new age guru and she had like a scandal like last year and stuff, and I think like the allegations were false and it's like just people trying to like ruin her reputation. Um they were saying that she's like running a cult and stuff, and I just don't believe that. I think she has good intentions. I don't necessarily, like I say, agree with everything she says about like life and reincarnation and stuff, but I think she's a good. And I think she's gorgeous. Sherry Martin. Oh yeah. Joe, we have a new thing. I am stripping for 10,000. Somebody was like, we had a troll in the chat, and they were like, "Are you gonna take it off on OnlyFans?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take it off here for like $10,000." So if anybody has $10,000, my PayPal link is in the description box below, and I will take it off for $10,000. Yeah, Jenny Benner's super gorgeous. Yeah, she gets so much hate. This is the thing. Like, yeah, and I never hated, like, I really disagree with her reincarnation stuff that she says, but I disagree with all New Age ideology about reincarnation. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the stuff she says is very legit. I agree with a lot of the things she has to say. And I think she's just like, I love her energy. Like, I really like her. I don't get the hate either. There were allegations made against her in like a whole you know how it is, like documentary people, they'll manipulate a situation. They just want it to cause controversy. She has done nothing outside of the ordinary when it comes to practices in the new age community. So it's like so sad to see all this hate. Yeah, she gets a lot of hate. Do you think, boobies, let me know in the chat, do you think Teal Swan, okay, you know what, I'm just going to charge you up, we're going to talk, I'm just going to have some champagne and like gossip about things. Hold on. Do you think Teal Swan gets more hate than like usual because she's gorgeous and smart? Like, is it because she's a girl and she's a gorgeous girl? Is this why? Is it the men hating on her? What's going on? Because there's some horrible gurus, not gonna mention names. It's just some idiot people out there talking trash about all kinds of things. They get so much support, and she's just like not saying anything that we haven't heard before. She just gets so much hate. All right, hold on a second, ladies. I don't have a tripod, so okay, hold on, Beba. All right, that should be better. So yeah, do you think it's because she's like a gorgeous girl and like the men are jealous, or what? Henry, you sent me an email. Can I please reply for the special tarot expansion? Okay, will do, baby. Expediter Dean, you like Teal Swan too. Good. Chris doesn't want to come back. No, I mean, I kind of believe in reincarnation. I just don't believe in the New Age ideology around it. I find it really offensive. The idea that we choose the pain that we go through is really offensive to anyone who's been through trauma. Because she says, like, the thing, okay, I'll tell you what problem I have with her. It's when she starts talking about, she did an interview once and she was like, the souls who reincarnated when Hitler was around, like, I can even say that word because YouTube's going to censor me. Like, in World War II, the souls who went through, like, all those things that happened, like, they chose it. But this is New Age ideology. Like, a lot of people believe that stuff. So she's not saying anything new. It's just like she's saying, like, it's just like she's more sparkly than all these other trolls, Oh my God, are you chatting to each other in the chat about like getting high, everyone? This is awesome. You're like literally getting high together. What is going on? Mercury retrograde. So yeah, look, like I'm public about, like I'm a fan of Teal Swan. I think she's a great public intelligent. She's a very interesting story, also from trauma. And yeah, I just think she's awesome. I think people are horrible and jealous and nasty. Yeah, they're just nasty. All right, I'm back, babies. Joe, I'm fine. I'm fine. I got everything. Are you talking to me, Joe, or are you talking to one of your new high friends in the chat? Because everyone's high. Oh yeah, Rebecca Hill. See, I don't like now. Dolores Cannon, on the other hand, I'm not a fan. Not a fan actually. Sorry, baby, I got disconnected there for a second. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Dolores Cannon. I think it's I know a lot of people I respect and love like her. I don't know where that is coming from. I don't know. But I could be wrong, you know, like I'm open to it. But yeah, not a fan of Dolores Cannon. I think it all seems like I don't know. Yeah, I think it's always we're always tapping into the collective unconscious, you know, on this planet and the universe. I'm sure she's tapping into something, but it's like, I think, you know, the barrier is always about like, you know, converting the things that you feel or hear or see into, you know, our language and, you know, how that comes through a symbol, you know, the symbols of our culture too, because it's all very cultural. And you know, we perceive things in cultural ways. We had a conversation in one of the lives once before about like, you know, heritage and like, you know, like coming from, you know, genetic lines of, you know, witches or genetic lines of magic. And you know, that's something that's like a very culturally specific belief that we have in this day and age, that things, you know, that, you know, let's say, you know, there's like ethnic backgrounds in the world and that we're divided somehow into like, you know, specific, you know, genetic strains. Whereas like, you know, if aliens, like my alien boyfriend, for example, to him, like we're all the same, you know, like we're one genetic strain. So it's, you know, these minute differences come from beliefs that are social and historical. Fabulous one, don't tell my boss. Fabulous one. Aw, baby, you know what? Fabulous one, you are so scrumptious. Fabulous one. The imaginary friend. I hope your job is super serious. Fabulous one is the president of the world and should be. That's how it should be. Is this time a good time on Saturdays to stream? Do you want me to do another one in the evening? Yeah, that's true, Rebecca. Exactly. We create our own perception. But it's just a personal preference, you know? Like, I've never met a New Age people. And look, I know it triggers people when I say New Age. I just mean spiritual, you know, New Age, pagan, you know, whatever. I like the term New Age. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I actually do like it. Or like postmodern, like I call myself a postmodern sorceress. So, you know, I'm like a postmodern, you know, whatever, ironic New Age person. But I don't think I've ever met like a New Age person who doesn't love Dolores Cannon. So, you know, no hate to her. But, you know, people have their own, you know, preferences and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, Rebecca. New Age is, you know, it's the old stuff, it's the ancient stuff. Henry, I'm gonna reply when I finish the live, baby. Finish the stream. If you like it, and it like I can't give you a special reading in the live, but I can do it later, but by Zoom or pre-recorded video. Yeah, New Age, old stuff. So yeah, also like, all that stuff about ancient aliens and whatever, like as much as that is part of my brand and I do endorse and embrace my boyfriend's, heritage, um, it's just like not true, you know? But it's such it's such a branding gimmick. It's like, like it's such a meme. Like we want it to be true, but it's just not true. And it's disrespectful of the cultures that did build those things. If you don't, and if you disagree with me, again, like I have an open mind about it. I would love for it to be true, but it's just not true. Doesn't mean that there wasn't a cosmic connection. Let's say for whatever was before ancient Egypt, or what the civilizations that have disappeared, like Atlantis, whatever, like whatever you want to call them, Lemuria, whatever name we give them today. Those civilizations that we have forgotten, which I do believe existed, had to exist based on like geological evidence and like just logic, like how long humanity has been evolved in a certain way, and like what evidence we have for civilization. It's very it's like 8,000 years or 10,000 years, 12,000 years, what came before. So it doesn't mean that there wasn't a cosmic connection. It's not to preclude the possibility of even contact with other civilizations or ancient knowledges of things that happen in the stars and the cosmos, or a different connection to magic or celestial magic. But I just don't think that the aliens came down, and I don't think they built the pyramids. Like, I just don't think that. I don't know. What do you think, Biz? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, exactly, imaginary friend. That's the point. Like, it's freaking racist to say the aliens built the pyramids. What? The white man wasn't there? It must have been aliens. Darling. Let's invade another country. No. Oh, imaginary friend. That's so interesting. I've heard of Doggerland or something like that. I don't know much about it, but I think I've heard of that. And why would they build the pyramids? It's just like stupid. Are the pyramids aligned with Orion? Could were there did the ancient Egyptians have like access to knowledges, verbal knowledges, of tales of maybe contact with the stars, or even star travel that from an ancient time? Possibly, yes. Maybe that's why they align things like that. But it's like, again, I just don't think the aliens. I think the aliens had better things to do. Yeah, why would you want to dock on a pointed end? Exactly. I just think they were busy doing other things. So that's my new age gossip. I don't think the aliens built the pyramids. I think but I do think the ancient peoples had knowledges of celestial workings and things that we don't give them credit for sure. And there's a lot of stuff we don't know. And of course, archaeology itself is just like was built on the idea of racism and empire. Like it was created by British invaders, like alongside looting, basically. So alongside sociology and even psychology, all these ologies come into being in the 19th century at the height of the British Empire, and are informed by colonization and classification, and it's all racist. And it's racist towards aliens. Let's see, Chris. Fetish. Yeah, the alignment of the pyramids and the portals and stuff like that. But there's just so much that, we just don't know, like, for sure. There's so much that's missing and so much knowledge. And, my connection to Egypt is through the magic. So, even the magic, it's like, let's like forget the aliens and spaceships and whatever, but the knowledge of the magic itself is missing. There's many missing pieces. Their understanding, we know so much about their understanding of death, but we don't, sometimes like one little piece of the knowledge can really affect how the context of the practice of the religion is understood. And of course, we're looking at them through, our lens, and that's always problematic in any kind of archaeology, engaged archaeology. It is. I love your comments, babies. Imaginary friend. My ex was half Welsh. I won't hold it against you. Oh my God, let's not make fun of Welsh people today. Henry, please increase the décolleté. Give me a gift, please. Help me enjoy the flow of water. Henry, it is $10,000. $10,000 to increase the décolleté. Please PayPal me the money now. Rebecca, she's not making fun. Okay. You know what though? You know what I believe? I think the aliens built whales though. What do you think? Let me know in the chat. I think the aliens did that though. I do believe that. My boyfriend, he's in bed. He's actually in my actual bed, but he fell down. It's kind of funny. I need to get more like alien wear here too. We need to get like a little UFO and stuff. Chris, increase it to 50K. Yeah, the aliens invented the language of whales. But yeah, but a lot of people, I grew up with that kind of stuff too. So I know a lot about these like theories and conspiracy theories because my actual birth father, biological father, he was a star. I've mentioned him before. He was a star seed, but before it was a thing, he was aligned with the pyramids and all this, and he had all the books and stuff about the aliens building the pyramids and all that stuff. The reptilians, but he was into the reptilians before it was a meme. I grew up on this stuff, so I know, and it's funny because even as a child, I was yeah, I didn't think that happened. Oh my God. But yeah, Prince was magical too. So yeah, Teal Swan. So yeah, I like Teal Swan. I support Teal Swan. Maybe I should make a video about that. Should I do a podcast, Bibi? Should we do a podcast about New Age stuff like that and invite people and have controversial discussions about the New Age community? What do you think? I'd like to do that. Because I feel there's nothing like that out there where it's actual a discussion about these topics. They're so in the popular domain, in the popular consciousness, in the New Age community, but so that they're like memes, but they kind of become reality for us. Yeah, I get this from my daddy, Sherry. Yeah. Hot air balloon, imagining in front of Christ. But yeah, I think we should have a podcast that's not just New Age stuff and what's the controversial topic, what's the controversy in the New Age world today, hot gossip, New Age gossip. And we invite people. I would invite other New Age bibs, and we would talk about it, everything, conspiracy theories, aliens, reptilians, Atlantis, ancient aliens. All right, babies, I think I'm gonna go in a second. I'm sorry, I don't mean to leave you. I always spend so much time. I always say, like, I'm just going to come in for an hour, and then I spend so much time with you. But I just really enjoy it. You give me so much strength and power, babies. So much strength and power. We could talk to like the pagans. We could talk to the Christians who practice like New Age stuff. The feminists. No, Joe, I think we're closed for readings. Let me just see. There might be a couple more actually. Oh, Joe, there's one from you. I see. Okay. Let's see. So I got a couple more questions. All right, Biz. Let me see. Chris, thank you for enjoying my readings and sessions. All right. Okay, Bibis, so it's like 20 minutes to 1 o'clock here. So I'm going to close the live in like 10 minutes. I do have a couple more questions. I'm just going to answer them. And then that's it. So it's last dibs. If somebody wants to do like a last minute thing, go ahead. Because I'm still going to stay in the live for a little bit. And then we're just going to go. All right. Oops. Okay. So update for Jason on the trip. And then we'll get to the last question. Then we're going to close. Yeah, thanks for that, Joe. Thanks for the tip, Joe, but Bill. So, okay, so we got a question. We got a tip from Joe, and we got a question for Jason. How this is going to go. And then if you want to send me a question, babies, PayPal is in the description box below. And this will be your last one. You can ask me if the aliens built the pyramids. We'll know for sure. How is this trip going to go? It's going to go, okay, so it's almost going to go as planned, as programmed. There's, you got the Three of Wands. Expediter team. So you got the Three of Wands here, Bill. So, this is something that's been planned, something that's been looked forward to for a while. And, I think the other person is recognizing the effort that was put into it. So this is something that's quite positive, but also long awaited. And it's kind of like a long road led up to this point where this can take off. Also here's some, we were talking about ancient Egypt. There's like, I'm getting like, the feel of the Nile here, like a long river. So it's like, it's been a long, long time so that this could take off. Not just like the trip itself, but the interaction within it, where, what needs to happen there. It's going to start off icy, Queen of Swords. It's going to start off icy. It's going to start off awkward. It may even look like it's not going to go well. And then it's going to end with the Ten of Cups. So it's going to end in scrumptiousness. It's going to end happy. It's, also it's the energy of someone going into it, feeling cut off or feeling like, they don't want to interact, don't necessarily want to have a lot of fun, feeling a little bit standoffish and aloof, and they're going to end up having a lot of fun and being quite warm. Chris, unleash it. Sherry Martin's calling her niece, but Bill. So, yeah, so this is ending really well. Very fulfilled. Ten of Cups is, bliss, like bliss between not just, two people, but, bliss, home bliss, the bliss of home, even though it's home, far, like, away from home, it is still the bliss of home. And two people, you know, regaining their wings as well. So it's like, you know, there's like a kind of innocence to this interaction that's going to be pretty positive. And, you know, it's about not being discouraged by the first, like, I think the first whiff is going to be a cool wind. You know, it's going to be a little cool and a little frustrating. And then in the end, it's going to go, like, you know, it's going to turn into something so, like, a lot warmer. And it also may take a little bit of, you know, like in the beginning too, it may take a little bit of, you know, humility and humble pie still. Let's see. But you got the Empress crowning this energy, so it's, you know, this is going well. Even though it's taking some effort. It's not going to be effortless. It's not going to be easy, but it's like when the effort's taken and the care and the attention is given to this, it's going to be going super well. And this is about reaping the rewards of hard work also, and not giving up. The rewards of not giving up, of persevering round the clock, round the different seasons, you know, going into something after a long journey of longing and hoping to reunite with love and to reunite with understanding. The hard work that was put into it. Something is coming to fruition. Something is being born again. Springtime, also Taurus energy. We just entered Taurus season. So that's what I'm seeing here. The most important thing to remember is not to be discouraged by any, there might be some stormy weather, it might be actual rain, but it's going to end in sunshine. Sunshine and scrumptiousness. So I hope that answers your question. If it's, you know, the person who's going to be with you, it's almost like that person's a little bit shy or awkward, you know, almost like awkward about, like, you know, affection or being open about that. So it's kind of like, it's about like holding hands as well, and holding that person's hand, leading the way a little bit. Yeah, breaking the bed, exactly with this. Chris, scrumptiousness. Scrumptiousness is a word, Sherry. Now it is. Yeah, I think it's looking really good, despite the awkwardness. Might be both people, you might both be awkward about it, you know? Shy, like there's something about shyness might be awkward, or, you know, someone not knowing how to like express things. It's like little bit of advice is coming through. Sometimes it's sometimes when things aren't going like 100% well, it's might be safer to just hold someone's hand. Like holding someone's hand might be very important here, or like, you know, this is something that could make a big difference. Even if things feel awkward, if you just hold each other's hands, it's like, you know, you're supporting each other. So you might want to reach out to hold someone's hand. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. The other person is going to find, by the way, the other person finds you really attractive. Look at this little bit here. Like, you know, they're two very attractive people. So, you know, whether it's like their loins long for you or they long for your loins, but this little bit is really exposed here, and that person's like, check this out. So I think like there's a lot of temptation around this, but also awkwardness. Chris Scrumptious, yes. I'm hungry for a too, Bill. Yeah. It may, you know, maybe a part of it also is like, make sure that, you know, like, see, like, you know, champagne or something, you know, like, do you guys know this sketch from SNL? Like, this is SNL, right? Like with Christopher Walken, where he does the champagne guy who like lives in that apartment. This like pervy guy. Okay, anyway, champagne, you know, like, oh, you know, like you might like whatever that is, like to relax, like to get like nice dinner, champagne, you know, like making sure that it's all very relaxed. Don't skimp on that, you know, don't save on the champagne. Do you guys know what I'm talking about with Christopher Walken? It's like a POV, and we can just see like through his eyes, and like he's just like caressing like No, we see like from the woman's eyes, like he invites women over to his apartment, and we see her POV, and he's like harassing her. It's always a different girl. He's like, champagne. Yeah, pronounce it. It's addictive pronouncing it. Yeah, and he's like, he always wears like this, like, you know, like 19th century robe. Like it's all very like, you know, he's like this like old bougie man, and it's like he's meant to be some, I don't know what he's meant to be. I can't remember now, but it's like so funny. And so he's trying to trap these women. Rebecca, you know it? Yeah. Oh, this is how I know you're my soul tribe, because you know the champagne sketch. Champagne. This little mustache. I gotta watch that sketch. All right. Champagne. Joe, yeah, that's like I love Christopher Walken's work on SNL is just the best. Yeah. Oh, let me see, baby. So yeah, I think that's what I have on this one. It's just, I think it's looking good. It's just awkward, and it's about not giving up and making sure that the champagne is flowing, and don't skimp on the champagne. This is like a video title. Don't skimp on the champagne. Champagne. Good morning, Ozkays. Oh, Chris, it's 6 a.m. Where is it 6 a.m.? Australia? Yeah, don't drink the knockoff champagne. Yeah, champagne. Oh, Singapore. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, I remember. Singapore. All right, babies. I don't want to leave you, but I'm going to leave you. Because, you know, that's just who I am. Nobody wanted to give me 10K for the striptease. I feel personally attacked. So, you know, when I come back for the next live, like, be ready. Because this is not okay. Host your host, yeah. Also, send me some ideas, like, actually, next time. Don't send me any ideas, because I won't respond, because I, like, don't have time. Next live, we're going to talk about the podcast I'll be doing. Yeah, it's been a long day, baby. We'll talk about the 100K 50-50. yeah, I'll give you 50-50, Chris, if you give me 100K. We'll talk about some podcast ideas next time. New Age gossip, you know, what's going to be on it in it. New Age controversies, New Age scandal, the New Age, New Age boo-boo. Or something. Expediter Dean, also to you, my babies. All right, babies, I love you all once more. You know, champagne to Prince, champagne to all the heartbreakers out there. Remember, baby, you're scrumptious, you're gorgeous, you're amazing. Stay moisturized and do not take any trash from people, all right? You deserve the best and the highest of the high. And love yourself, all right? If some douche fleet's not loving you enough, douche fleet test, anyone in between, love yourself and F with them. Thank you, Jenny Benny. Yeah, Chris, enjoy your weekend as well. Thanks, everyone. Say a big thank you to Joe for his support. He's, you know, he's a little mod. He's scrumptious, you know, moisturized and all that. So, you know, send him some sparkle. Send him some love. See you later, Sherry, my darling. Imaginary friend. All of you, my babies. Love you. Stay gorgeous. Stay moisturized. And may the angels protect you, my babies.